Shalom, shalom, Israel. Giving honor to the Most High. And it's like how shall we are the Battle Axes coming at you with a Monday night dine-in where we don't dine with the swine. Praise for the Most High for giving us another opportunity to speak His words and to try to get a better understanding of the Scriptures. Like we always say, these classes are for the betterment of our spirit, trying to win that spiritual battle over that negativity, man. You got carnal-minded people, and you got that spirit. You got the spirit, and you got the flesh. And that flesh is eating away at some of our people. So we're trying to build that spirit up to win these battles that we have against this carnal mind and the spirit, against the flesh every day. So we just thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe. We also tune in on Facebook. We just ask y'all to try to come along and get this truth, share it, push it to the four corners of the earth, that we may wake up the Lord's children. Today's class will be doing away with emotions and feelings in the truth. Doing away with emotions and feelings in the truth. So, back in the world, us being a people who we all color, we were very emotional people. A lot of times you can find the people where they always say, don't wear your heart on your sleeve, man. Because that's what kind of people we were. If you made us mad or you hurt us or you said something that we didn't like, you see them tears and your water in your eyes and your countenance fall and all these things here. But in this truth, the Most High building up strong women and men. Men and women to be strong and not to be so much emotional. Because and sometimes it may sound harsh, but the Lord don't care about your emotions. All your feelings, I'm gonna tell you now, He's a compassionate God. But it's not you can say this and God say this and then no. He said what He said, and we have to follow what He says, right? So it's not about I feel. That's what everybody go to. First thing you tell them, the Lord said you can't do this. Well, I feel. It don't matter what you feel. Because you are not the maker. You are not the creator. You are the creation. You were made. You're not the maker. So what we have to do is get up out of these emotions and feelings in this truth, man. And that's for men and women. And we're going to touch that tonight, man. Can't be emotional in this truth, man. We got to get stern. That's what we always tell brothers. Gird up your loins, sister. Gird up your skirts, man. Remember who you're doing this for. Remember what the cause is. And remember what the effects are if you don't do the cause right. So we're going to get into this class today, doing away with emotions and feelings in the truth. First precept we'll pull today is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13.
Read.
There have no temptation taken you, but such as is coming to man. But God is faithful.
So it says no temptation that come to you that is not uncommon. So just think about it. If it's a situation that's going on in the camp, outside the camp, sister, you and sister beefing, you and brother just ain't seeing eye to eye. But guess what? He done been here. He done that. Another brother or another sister already been through it. It's nothing that's uncommon. Everything is common that the Most High God sent us through. Therefore, that's why we always look at each other to win those spirit versus flesh battles. So that guess what? You can tell me, brother, and show me, how did you win that battle? See, everything we're doing is that's what about. Why you think Christ and the Most High tell us to let our light shine? Why you think He tell us to gather together? Because the battle that you win, I might still be facing. So I need to look on to you and see what you're doing right about your battle so I can take that away. Now, we leave the negative behind, but the good, because let's say somebody might have a problem with smoking weed. But guess what? I already conquered it. So that brother need to be looking at me and asking me and knocking down my door. Well, brother, how you do that, man? How you do that? That's what it's for. Nothing is uncommon that we go through. And this scripture is to let you know that guess what? Some people got in their feelings and emotions in some situations. Other people, what they do? They counted it all joy. They girded up their skirts. Women girded up their skirt. men girded up their loins, man. And they beat and won those situations. But it's nothing uncommon that we can't beat. This is what the scripture going into read out.
It's like,
You start off.
there have no temptation taken you, but such as is coming to man. But God is faithful.
But God is faithful, man. Always have and always will be. He ain't gonna put it on you that he ain't put on somebody else already. Yeah, you just gotta win it like somebody else did. Or guess what? You can lose it like somebody else did too. But you know, we trying to win that battle, man. Read on.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
And he won't put you in temptation that you can't win. Your sister show been mumbling under her breath. All praises. That's an easy win. You don't get in your emotions or your feelings about it. You let that go, man. Because we got a bigger fish to fry, man. A bigger clean fish, whiting, salmon, tuna. We got a bigger fish to fry, man. You let that go, man. He say he won't tempt you to nothing that you can't win. You can win that, man. Brother, you can win that.
That's right.
Sister, you can win that, man. It's simple. Read on.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
He said, but he always gonna give you a way to escape. See, a lot of problems is he give you that street to turn on, but you say, you know what? I think I can make it by going down this street. Let me keep going down this street and go a little further. I should be able to beat it myself. But he gave you the street to turn on, but you don't want to turn on that. GPS, Most High GPS said, turn around. But your GPS said, keep going a little bit. See, she want to fight. See if bro really about that. See if bro want to fight or something. That's what your GPS got you on your mind. Well, let's see what he's talking about. Let's see where he at. But God gave you the GPS and said, man, go on and turn right here. Let that make it. Let that shit, and I would say, let that shit go. Because sometimes, man, it's easier than what we portray it to be, man. This walk is sometimes easy, man. Now, you know we have our battles and our temptation, but this scripture lets you know that it's not that hard. Because he said, everybody has said, we done had the common trace of being tempted by the Most High God, one way or another. Or because a sister looked at you wrong, or because a brother disagreed with you on a matter. Is that for you to get in your feelings and emotions and trip? No, it's not, man. So he said he will also make a way to escape that you may be able to bear it. That you may be able to fulfill what he wants you to do, to win that battle. But we got to get out our feelings and emotions in this truth, man. We have to, man. This is big, man. We really have to. Because we see it every day, inside the camp, outside the camp, wherever, man. Got to get out our feelings and emotions, man. Proverbs 16, now, so like Ephesians 6 and 11. Ephesians 6 and 11.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Put on the whole armor of God.
What did the Bible say?
Put on the whole armor of God.
Read on. We'll go back to it.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That's why the Bible tells you to put on the whole armor. Because you come in here half-stepping, and the devil go find where you're weak at and tempt you. Hold that, priest. So go to 1 Peter 5 and 8. That's why the Bible said put on the whole armor of God. Because of this situation, for this reason right here. 1 Peter 5 and 8.
This is the book of 1 Peter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Be sober.
Uh-huh.
Be vigilant.
Uh-huh.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
That's why the Bible tells you to put on the whole armor of God. Because where you weak at, you will be tempted at. Where you ain't got your arm at, that's where you go get tested. You go find that test right in your weakest spot. That's why Ephesians 6 and 11 say, put on the whole armor of God. How you gonna go to battle without your helmet, man? How you gonna go to battle without your shield? You gotta put on the whole armor of God. Therefore, when somebody do say something to you wrong or roll their eyes, or you'll cut their eyes or whatever the case may be, you can shake that off, man. That you can keep pushing. Because guess what? You got the whole arm on. Boom. Shield. Block that.
That's right.
Boom. Helmet. Oh, you threw that at me. Helmet protected me. Breastplate. On. Right. Sword. Sword in my hand. Right. Ready to give you a scripture. Well, so, you know. Shalom. Right. Brother, you know, well, we don't agree right now, but it's cool. We'll talk about it later. You know, we'll get together and come on common ground. Right. You know? And then the Bible said that you can be angry. Just don't sin about it. You know, oppression make a wise man. Man, going through oppression, we can be angry sometimes. But still, through all the oppression and all the problems you go through, you still can't let it make you sin. Well, I'm going to call that and see what she's talking about. Tell her to come outside. And you in class. You in Sabbath class. I'm talking about tell someone, come outside. Tell her to come outside. Sure. Come on, man. I'm not saying that this happened, but it will. And probably have somewhere. Yeah. Shoot. Probably have. Come on now. You know how we do it, man. The people, we got to get out of that, though. That's that old man creeping in on. You know, we had that class. You can't keep feeding that old man or that old woman. Or they going to put you in that old man or old woman situations. We were just talking about that, man. How we know brothers and sisters, man, that they just lost. They just don't have a clue of what's going on. All praise to the Most High that He woke us up to see what's going on, man. That some people just don't have a clue, don't even want to have a clue, man. I'm talking about they just, for real, you be like, dang, you just don't know it all, do you? So all praise to the Most High that He gave us the understanding. But put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. Because there's wicked people all around. It's spirits just be all around. Sometimes Most High throw that spirit in the camp just to see if it's going to get you or not. That's your test. Right. Read on. I read verse 12. Verse 12. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world. Against rulers of the darkness of this world. Rulers of darkness of this world. That's the devil, man. That ain't nothing but these wicked Edomites and all these other nations that want to keep you from knowing who you are because they know how powerful your God is. That's what we wrestle against. You know, this sin is this flesh is skin. I mean, sin, true enough. But we wrestle against higher powers, man, that want to see you not get your power. So it's devils out here that don't want you to make it, man. That's what we wrestle against, man. It's spirits that be among us that want to see how you go maintain or how you go react in a certain situation. Right. Read on now. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Against what? Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness, man. Oh, that's a spirit. Oh, that's a spiritual brother. That brother got a spirit on him. Right. That's just got a spirit on him. Got to be able to discern these things, man. Got to be able to look and see what's going on, man. Read 13. Verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God. And he said it again. And because we wrestle against these things, it says that means you need to take the whole armor of God, man. You need your swizzle, you need the Bible, you need the Apocrypha. Man, you need to be grounded with a like-minded brothers and sisters, man. You need to be keeping the Sabbath. You need to be. This is all your power. Your power is keeping the law. That's where your strength is. That's where your armor is at. Because what that do? That unlock your God. Boom, I work for him, but guess what? He out there working for me. I work for sister, but she out there working for me. So when that situation do come, sister ain't gonna get her feelings. You can go like Christ and Most High said. Have you tried Job? Right. Because I know Job. Mm-hmm. I know he good enough the way you can't touch. You can kill everybody else around him. Just don't kill him. And watch how he work. That's how the Most High said, well, yeah, I'm gonna bring the spirit around and see how sister handle the situation. And maybe she can be a light to another sister to handle the situation better the next time. Same way with the brothers, man, vice versa. Read this again, 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand. And having all to stand. Read 14. Salaki. Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. That's why we say, gird up your loins, gird up your skirts. And you have your loins and skirt girded up with the truth. What is the truth, man? Psalm 119, 142. This law, man. These laws, that's the truth, man. God's word, that's the truth, man. It said, gird it up, man, that you may be able to stand. That's what we say. If you half-ass with the laws, you go get tempted and you go get in your feelings and be emotional about stuff.
That's right.
Nah, I ain't going no more. I ain't helping y'all no more. Right. Nah, I ain't cooking no more. I ain't working no more. Nah, I ain't. Come on, man. We supposed to remember what we doing this for. That's the whole thing, too. The whole thing is when you in your feelings and emotions, are you remembering what you doing this work for? Are you really remembering who you doing this for? Am I here going to get paper plates and cups and knives and forks and things, whatever the case may be, for the congregation? Yes. But the whole duty I'm doing it for is for the Most High God, so that I may let my light shine through the congregation, that we may all have a good time by being together doing what's right. Because the Most High said gather together with like-minded people. So, yes, I'm doing it for the congregation, but the whole, I'm doing it for the Most High God. Yeah, I want everybody to have a fart. Right. True, I don't want nobody being here eating with their hand. I mean, if we have to, we have to. Right. Yeah, I want everybody to have a fart. But the main thing is because the Most High God said, man, guess what? You got to have charity. Charity covers a multitude of sins. I need that. Charity is love. Love is the commandment. Let's go to Romans 12 and 2. Man. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. You got to get up out of these feelings, man. I'm telling y'all, man. This class, man. I was on this class. I said, yeah, man. We got to do this, man. Because people got to understand, man. Feelings and emotions ain't gonna get us nowhere.
That's right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Read that again.
And be not conformed to this world.
See, that old man and that old woman is conformed to this world. That old man and that old woman had you saying, come outside and let's see what it is.
All right.
If this chick say shalom before she even say long, I'm going to bust her in her mouth. Tell her to come outside. Conform to this world is that old man and that old woman. Because when you going against your brother or your sister, you're a murderer. That's why I say be the renewing of your mind, be ye transformed with the laws, statutes, and commandments, with the spirit, this word. Change your attitude. You can't be up in this truth doing the same thing you're doing in the world. It just won't work. It won't fit. That's basically what you're doing, is trying to serve two masters. You're trying to serve the world and you're trying to serve the Most High God, and it won't work. You're going to love one and hate the other sooner or later. One going to take over sooner or later. That love of that word going to have, like you said, going to have you out there talking about let's get it in. Taking your earrings off, talking about let's go. But conforming and being transformed by your mind going to have you saying, that's okay, sis. No, that's all right. Well, that's all right, bro. We'll talk about, like I said, we'll come up with an agreement. So we can't agree on what we like. We'll come up with an agreement. Read this again.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of your mind. That's what we're doing right now. In this classroom, getting this word, getting to these scriptures, reading the Bible, going to the tabernacle, going to feast of dedication, keeping the Sabbath. We are transforming and renewing our minds. That's what we're doing. We're transforming out of that old world, out of doing birthdays, holidays, Christmas, transforming into tabernacles, dedication, Passover, Day of Simon. You know, this is how we transform and renewing our mind. Read on.
That ye may prove what is good. Salakia, let me read that over.
What is good? That's right. What is that good? I see.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
What is good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. We know what's good. We know what's perfect. Good is what's good. Romans 7 and 12. Perfect. Psalm 19 and 7. You know, and so we got to keep these scriptures on our mind. That's how you meditate through the scriptures, so you can know you can pull these things out, man. But it says transform your mind, brothers and sisters. We got to transform our mind. We might have been emotional in our feelings in the world, but we can't have that in the truth. We can't be those same people in the truth. It won't work. The Most High don't care about emotions and feelings. I'm sorry. And I'm really not sorry because that's the truth. You ought to want somebody to tell you the truth. Go to Galatians 5 and 16.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16.
Read out.
This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Walk in the spirit. Don't fulfill that lust of the flesh. Don't fulfill that anger, that emotion, those feelings. Don't fulfill those of the flesh, man. Walk in the spirit. Keep your head high and on the prize, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, and the kingdom of heaven, man. Read on.
Verse 17. For the flesh lusted against the spirit.
We already know, man. We say this all the time. You got the angel on the left, you got the devil on the right. They over here beefing. Angel telling you don't do it. Devil saying, man, go ahead. It's okay. Angel saying, nah, not today. Devil saying, right now. Read on.
And the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one to the other.
And they just don't mix. They are contrary one to another. They are totally opposite. You want to have that emotional feeling side, that don't go with the spiritual side. They don't go with the righteousness side you're trying to be. And they're going to clash heads. Sooner or later, one of them going to win.
That's right.
Well, who we want to win? We want that spirit to win.
That's right.
Because that flesh win, we have to break up a whole melee up in this thing. Come on now, let her go, sister. Let her go. Nah, don't take off. Not a hair wrap. We're going to be talking about that in here. Bro, let the fringe go. Bro, you a total man shirt up. No, we need all our shirt fringe, man. Need every fringe I got on my shirt. I don't need not one drag or falling behind. Read on that. For they are contrary to one to the other.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Read that again.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Nah, I'm in my feelings today.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Nah, I went home and jammed Paul Thomas.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
This is why to say, follow the spirit. Don't let the flesh win because they don't mix. They gonna battle. And if you follow the spirit and do what you're supposed to do, you ain't gonna do what you used to do. Everybody, that's the whole thing. That's the whole message that we give each other. When we talk to each other, what we say, boy, I used to be that. Boy, I was a wild boy. I used to do this, I used to do that. But the spirit will lead you to doing the things that's not doing the things that you used to do. The spirit won't have you emotional in your feelings, man. Come on, man. Let's go to Galatians. Drop down to 22. Because these are the spirit. Let's see what the fruits of the spirit are. Let's see what we should have in our mouth, in our actions, in our words, in our everyday care in our lives. Read this.
All right, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 22. But the fruit of the spirit is love.
It's love, man. Charity. Being respectable to each other, man. Helping out even with somebody acting like they don't want you to help. Sister, man, that's why I'm still going to help you. That's love. Read on.
Joy.
Always have joy. Shouldn't nobody be able to, what the church always say, they can't steal your joy.
Right.
Shouldn't nobody be able to steal this joy that you got doing this truth.
That's right.
Knowing that you almost got your key locked in to get into that gate. Knowing that all you got to do is endure to the end. That you already on the right path. Because see, we was walking down the wrong street. We was going down the wrong highway. Now we're on the right highway now. We got to understand that GPS letting us know where to go. We just got to get there. You shouldn't be able to take the joy from you. Read out.
Peace. Long suffering.
Peace, man. Why we can't live peaceful? Why would we have to get into our feelings? Being emotional. Sometimes let stuff go, man. Living in peace, sometimes that means, guess what? You got to say, you know what? I'm done with it. Sometimes being peaceful, so you got to say, well, all right, you win, brother. Oh, okay, you got it, sister. That's what peace is sometimes. just trying to get to the kingdom, man. Read on.
Long suffering.
Long suffering. It's gonna be time that you just not gonna be able to get it your way. Things not gonna go the way you wanted to go, or the thing where you thought need to go. So no. But you gotta go through long suffering, man. Read on.
Gentleness.
What?
Gentleness.
What?
Gentleness.
Gentleness. Come on, man. Why are we in our feelings and emotions about little bitty things, man? When I had corn and they put the corn to the side and they served green beans, oh well, you cooked that corn for the Most High God. If now a piece of that corn got ate, know who you did it for. And know that guess what? You gonna still receive the blessing of the Most High God because you did what you were supposed to do. Right? Don't care about nobody eating no darn corn I made. Forget it. I brought macaroni and cheese. One pan got ate, the other pan got left in the truck. Oh well. So be it. I did it so the Most High God would be pleasing to the Most High God, man. And that's it, man. Feelings and emotions got to go out the door, y'all. They got to go. I'm telling you. You got to get that broom. You got to sweep them out that door, open that door. Somebody open that door. Let's get these feelings and emotions out the truth, man. We can't have it. Because the Most High don't want it. He don't need it. What the Most High going to do with feelings and emotions? What can he do with it? This Bible says he gave us straight commandments. Does that sound like feelings? Does that sound like emotion? Straight commandments. That means do this. If it's a straight commandment, that means do this or get the judgment for not doing this, right? Feelings and emotions ain't nowhere in there. Gotta get it done away with. Keep reading that.
Goodness.
Faith. Faith. Read on.
Meekness. Temperance.
Temperance, man. Be able to control our tempers, control our attitudes. If you're you're around like-minded brothers and sisters, why you got a temper? Your temper should never be able to come out around the Hebrews, man. Brothers that love each other, that do anything for you, sisters that try to do anything for you. Why are we having tempers? Check yourself, man. Temperance. Read on.
Against such, there's no law.
And if you're doing the fruits of the Spirit, you ain't no law against that. I can't have no law for being right, but for doing righteousness. Can't catch me up on no law. Like we say, brother, well, tell me where my sin is. Not if I'm doing the fruits of the Spirit. You can't show me my sin if I'm in love. That was Galatians 5:22. Let's go to Proverbs 16:32. Doing away with emotions and feelings in the truth.
So 16:32.
Proverbs 16:32. That's what you bring it out when you get down.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
Say he that can control his anger, she that can control that emotions, them tempers, them attitudes, or them feelings, you stronger than the mighty. If you can put off that stuff and still do what you got to do for the Most High God, you strong. Because growing up in this world, the world taught us to do a lot of stuff. Somebody say something wrong to you, guess what? You say something wrong back to them. Somebody call you out of your name, guess what? You call them out your name and tell them to pull up outside. See me when and holler at me. But if you can control that, if you slow the anger, he said you're stronger than the mighty. You mighty. Because you're able to control your spirit. People can't control their spirit in this world. Brother step on a brother Jordan's. And he want to shoot him. He can't control his spirit. He weak. You should be able to control your spirit, man, in this truth, and that's by living through the fruits of the Spirit, doing what you're supposed to do. Law, statutes, and commandments. You shouldn't be able to control. You should be able to control your spirit, man, with the laws, because you know what the judgment is for not keeping the law. But is that on your mind? Because you show in your feelings, brother. Is that on your mind? Because you show emotional, sister. Is the laws on your mind? That's why we got to always let them know. That's why we always break our classes. You got to win that spiritual battle, man, over the flesh. Or you're going to always get tempted, and you're going to always have a problem on your hand with trying to understand, why am I going through this? Why do I keep getting tempted? Because you haven't conquered that yet. You ain't conquered your emotions or your feelings yet. You ain't conquered that side. Read on out.
And he that rules his spirit, than he that taketh a city.
And if you can rule your spirit, You stronger than somebody to take a city. And you know it's hard to take a city, man. You know, you bust down the walls, conquer everybody. Yeah, you doing what I tell you to do. But if you can just rule your spirit, calm yourself down, keep your emotions off your sleeve, not have your heart on your sleeve, guess what? You stronger than that. You stronger than that, man. We Proverbs 29:11.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and verse 11.
Read.
A fool uttereth all his mind.
Read that again.
A fool uttereth all his mind.
See, that's another thing we do. We're going to go on and tell it out. Yeah, so did this, said that. They said that's a fool, man. That's why the emotions come into play. You so emotional, you so in your feelings, you can't even help it. You saying everything. That's what we do. We bag, and we, in the world, we used to bag everything in. Hold everything in. Then when somebody make you mad enough, it all just flow out. But the Bible said that's a fool who can't keep that, who can't control that. Read this again.
A fool uttereth all his mind.
But what?
But a wise man keepeth it until after.
Like we said, okay, brother, we'll talk about it later. I'm not gonna get emotional and say, you're always saying something. You always don't want to say what I do. You always want to do. You want to do it your way. Well, you know what, brother? We'll talk about it later. Guess what? Wait and hold it in afterwards. Get on the phone. Hey, brother Kyle, we need to talk about this, man. I feel like this and that. That's the proper way to do it. That's the right time to do it. But you just blurting out. You can't control your words, your anger, your attitude, your emotions. Guess what? You're unstable. There's no room for instability in this truth. You're unstable if you do that. Like you said, hold it till afterward. That man keeping it till afterward, man. That's what we got to do. That woman too, same thing. Call sister up. Get a one-on-one with sister. You and sister ain't got no good relationship, you feel like? But call that sister up, man. Get to it. See, the world had us going and talking to everybody else. Yeah, man, Brother Keenan, man, I don't like this dude, man, you know. Why are you Brother Keenan? Because who are you, Brother Kyle? Right. Go to Brother Keenan. But the world got us talking behind everybody's stuff. Sister, I can't stand her. She thinks she this and that. Well, go to her. Let her know this is the truth, man. We got to do things right. Decently and in order, man. That's why we say the spirit will have you not doing these things. But if you want to keep on doing that old man, that old woman, that's what you're going to do. That's what's going to end up. That's what's going to happen. You go, all emotional, feelings. It's going to be a big melee. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And we got to break some fights up. We don't want that, man. We got to counsel the whole congregation, man. But we ought to be able to get away with our feelings and emotions, man. We ought to. Go to Proverbs 15:13. Proverbs 15:13. We'll be in Proverbs a couple more times.
13.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 13. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance.
But if you always upbeat and merry, who can take it away from you? Like we say, your joy. Who can steal your joy, man? Sister always merry, man. Sister always happy. You can't even go to sister. It won't. Sister got a guard up. It's like this. You can't see it, but it's just some reason you just can't go to sister because she always in the spirit. What is it gonna do? Sister ain't what? You looking for a fight, but can you fight by yourself? Nah, because sister right there, that's the only one in there, but she married, boy. She always happy. She always in the spirit. You can't argue. We used to always tell people that, man. You and your wife arguing, somebody got to be the bigger person. Can't argue by themselves. They might try to go on a little bit. Sooner or later, 5 or 10 minutes out of going by yourself, let go in there and sit down. You go there. Are you done? I ain't done. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. Because you blowing that spark, you know what I'm saying, to make a fire. You're looking at it, they ain't arguing. Okay, that's cool. Go in there and sit down. Can't argue by yourself. You might be able to rant and ramble and mumble by yourself, but you can't argue by yourself, man. Read that again.
A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance.
Make a cheerful countenance. People see your aura, they see your countenance, and it can't never be destroyed. I can't infiltrate that countenance because she always in the spirit. Dang. You just had them devil something. I'm not gonna never get to Sister Elaine. She always smiling. She always in the spirit. She always got the laws on her mind. You can't attack a person like that. But if everybody win that individual battle and have their counters and they heart like that, then won't nobody be able to infiltrate each other because we won't have to. So you can't go into, like we say, you love going to a fight knowing that you're gonna win. But who want to go into a fight knowing they're gonna lose? Mm-hmm. Who want to go into a fight knowing they're gonna lose? I can't get her out the spirit. I can't get brother out the spirit. What's the point? That's how you want to be, because guess what? The Most High got that angel right there protecting you. You don't even know it. But you keeping every law, statute, commandment. You trying to do this. You trying to be married. Trying to keep them laws on your mind, on your heart. Most High got the angel over there just blocking. People like, dang, I don't understand. There's something about this. So, yeah. Sister ain't in her feelings or emotions. That's just doing what the Most High God wanted to do. That's how we should be, man. Read that. Finish it out.
But by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken.
Well, read that again.
But by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken.
By sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken, man. Go to Colossians 4 and 6. Colossians 4 and 6. That's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to go.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 4, and verse 6. Mm-hmm. Let your speech be always with grace.
Let your speech always be with grace, man. See, you shouldn't have to go into your emotions and feelings and be talking, backbiting people and talking. Your speech should always be filled with grace, man. Knowing that the Most High giving you an opportunity to even be able to talk, your talk ought to be, shalom, brother, shalom, sister. How can I do? What can I do to make better? How can I do to help? Or sometimes just get out the damn way. Sometimes, what's so hard about that? See, sometimes we got to understand that, guess what? Might not be your day, man. Just chill on out. And that's for the brothers and the sisters. You know, sisters who want to put their work in the kitchen. Sometimes just sit down. For real. It might just be your day today. You won't always put in work for the Most High God, but guess what? You got to know everything is spiritual discernment. Everything is. You know that if you're some person in the kitchen ain't really got a good understanding, until y'all get that true understanding, just go sit down. Now I'm going to go over here and see what sister looking at me, see if she give me an ugly look. And we're going to see what it is after that. That's emotional, man. And I'm not lying. You know we do that, man. That's the type of people we are. We go over here, bro, over here talking about a car, go over here. I mean, you know that it ain't no good situation right now. Let that alone. It's a time and season for everything. Might not be the time or the season for you to do that, man. That'll keep a lot of confusion down, too. Read on that. Read that again from the top.
Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt.
What it should be?
Seasoned with salt.
Got to sprinkle them laws, statutes, commandments on that thing, man. That's salt, man. Let your speech always be with grace. A law here, a law there. A statute here and a statute there. A commandment here and a commandment there. Always seasoned with a little salt. Why want no bland chicken? Why want no you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be seasoned with salt. Right. And if that means today ain't my day, and guess what? I'm gonna go sit down and chill. Let your speech always be seasoned with salt. Give me Sirach 20 and 13. I'll pray right to it. Like I said, sometimes it's the time to speak. Sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes it's not. And when you do speak, make sure you got that spirit on you to speak, man. If you know you out the spirit that day, why you gonna come here doing a lot of talk? Mm-hmm. Sit your butt down, man. Try to let that spirit win and get right first, man. We always got to do that. We got to take our time with the truth. You know, we want to make haste like King David said in the late night, but you also want to take your time with yourself and trying to get right, man. But if you push too hard sometimes you'll miss a level, you'll skip a step. And you got to go all the way back and see where you made the mistake in. But if you just take your time sometime in this truth, man, Read this out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 13.
No, 20 and 1, Slack.
Salakia, all right. Verse 20. Chapter 20, verse 1.
Yeah.
Chapter 20 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
So it's a reproof, correction. Sometimes we get corrected, we got to correct people. Sometimes it's not comely, it's not beautiful. It's not how you would want it to be. We'll read on.
Again, some man holdeth his tongue.
And he is what?
And he is wise.
Sometimes you just let you be quiet. Okay? Don't let that situation take you into the next level. Read that again. What it do?
There is a reproof that is not comely.
Uh-huh.
Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise.
And sometimes you can be a fool, but hold your tongue and people won't even know you're a fool. Mm-hmm. Hold that. Go to Proverbs 17 and 28. Sometimes a man hold his tongue and he is wise. Or a woman hold her tongue and she is wise. Everything ain't for you to get into it with, man. Everything ain't for you to just have a last word or to say so about it. It's okay sometimes. I would say sometimes you look, you know what, brother, you can win. You won. That's fine. You won, brother. But I know what I'm trying to win. I'm working out my own salvation with friend trembling. But you can win this little argument or so-called whatever that you think this is. You got it. Sister, you got this, okay? Read this.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
Even a fool.
Even a who?
Even a fool.
Even a fool. And let you know, we talking about a fool. We talking about a fool. We already know. Even a fool. Read out.
When he holdeth his peace.
When he holdeth his peace, what?
It's counted wise.
Is what?
It's counted wise.
Yeah, because you won't know if he a fool if he don't open his mouth.
True.
He started talking, he's like, what is dude a plum D for? What is sister a plum D? It's a fool. But if they hold they talk and they speak, how you gonna know they're a fool? Now some lady might come out, actions. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if you just chill, go sit your butt down, come on now. You won't be recognized as a fool. Yeah, even a fool, when you hold this peace, is kind of wild. Come on, man. Bible say what it say. Hey, Jerubbaal, so you got to deal with that. Read on.
And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Sometimes, like you said, if you just be quiet, man, that dude understand. He understand that he ain't need to keep pushing that issue or keep pressing that conversation because it would have ended up into an argument. Or she would have understood that all she got to do is just let that conversation go, worry about it later, go talk about it later, call sister or brother, and let it go. Sometimes we got to understand that, man. Every fight is not your fight. Can't win all the time either, I'm going to tell you. Why I hate when I can't win sometimes, man. I'm like, dang, man, arguing with my wife, I'm like, man, shoot. Oh, man, I got to let her win this, man. Because really she right and I'm wrong, man. But every fight ain't for you to win either, man. Mm-hmm. It just ain't. We have to be an understanding. And they said that's a man of understanding. Just close his mouth sometimes. He's the man of understanding. Mm-hmm. Read, go back to Ecclesiastes. Sirach 20 and 1.
Okay, Ecclesiastes 20 and 1.
Sirach getting up there.
Sirach chapter 20 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
It's not comely though. Sometimes it's not beautiful. It ain't supposed to be sometimes either. Read on.
Again, some man holdeth his tongue and he is wise.
Just like that fool held his tongue, he was wise because he didn't hold his tongue. He didn't speak to us, but he a fool. But you ain't gonna know it because he held his tongue. Read on.
Verse 2. It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Read that again.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Going back into my comment, like I said, we love to talk to everybody else than who the person or corporate that we need to bring it to. Mm-hmm. Why, if I got a problem with Brother Berkiah, why would I go to Brother Nathan Yah instead of going to Brother Berkiah?
That's right.
See, that's that worldly stuff that we got to get off ourselves, man. Go to the source, man. Plug it in. And guess what? If you let your words always be seasoned with salt, guess what? You ain't got to worry about it. You think bro go trip? No, because I'm going to give them the seasoned salt with it. I'm going to give them the laws and let them know how I feel according to the law. I'm not going to you. And that's another thing, man. brother or sister make you mad, man, or you feel like they disrespect you or whatever the case may be, if it ain't going against the law, hey, you need to let that thing go, man.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, I'm Matthew 18 and 15, his sister. What she do? Oh, she looked at me wrong. Sister might just, I know they weren't eyebrows. Her eyelash might have just got caught in her damn eye, man. You just don't know, man.
Maybe she was looking behind you.
Right. Where there is no law, there's no sin. You ain't no law on it. Let that mess go, man. But you and your feelings and emotional because you say sister looked at you wrong. Remember we was out there teaching, brother came up, brother, I ain't talking about brother. I was going everywhere. Talking about who you talking to. I was like, brother, who is you talking to? I'm gonna let you make it, you know what I'm saying? I could have went off on the brother, but I let him get his words. Like he talking to my partner like that. I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. I could have went and gave it to him, but I was like, brother, shoot, no, you talking to me anyway. You coming to
Everyone looking at 2-3 people.
man, but look, it be like that, man. Sometimes, man, if it ain't no law on it, man, you let that thing go, man. You're emotional because of nothing. You in your feelings because of your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to work. See, it's one thing to be in your emotional feelings about the laws of the Most High God. Yeah, like my aunt got mad about Christmas one day. How they doing Christmas and celebrating Christmas. He went and threw the damn Christmas tree all across the floor from his job. And he was in emotional feeling, but he was emotional because they disrespecting his God's laws, man. That's one thing to be about that. But for you to, oh yeah, sister looked at me wrong. You know what I'm saying? At least I thought she looked at me wrong. That's nothing, man. You gotta let that go. Did you finish with that? Keep reading.
And he that confesses his fault shall be preserved from hurt.
And if you just go on and just confess what's going on, which our problem is, if you attack it, it won't grow into a big mold. You know, like cancer. Cancer starts small, but it grows. And it just take over. If you don't say nothing about it and they keep growing, well, then you will always have in the back of your mind, oh, me and sister got a problem. And then it's going to be from a little problem to, oh, well, so we ain't said nothing about a month. So, oh, we ain't really looked at each other in 3 months. That's a whole full year. Y'all still got the whole problem, but the problem this big now. And y'all ain't even saying nothing to each other. And it started about a dress. Come on, man. This is what really happened. The whole problem was a dress. And it's a year later, now y'all ready to go at each other and scratch and paw and fight for nothing. But if you just go on and reprove and let that thing be known, stop going around, y'all. Go to the source. When you playing baseball, when you hit the ball, have you ever seen a Negro run straight to second base? You out of here. Negro, you got to go to first base first. You got to go to second base, to third, and then go home. Bring that up. Go to the order that the Most High God give it to you in, man. Yeah. Why would you go to second base and the person you arguing with on first base? It just ain't going to work, man. It won't work. Read on out verse 3.
Verse 3. How good is it when thou art reproved?
But it say, how good is it, though? When we do, me and brother got a problem and we hash that thing out, that's the best feeling in the world. No, I done gained a brother now, man. And what we talked about was just minor problems, man. We was able to beat that thing. That was a wonderful feeling. That was great. Read that again, huh?
How good is it when thou art approved?
Reprove.
When thou art reproved. To show repentance. For so shall thou escape willful sin.
And guess what? You escaping willful sin. Now you're not willfully sinning no more because you done went on and hit the hammer on the nail and you done got everything off. And now you ain't, because willfully sinning is, I know I should go talk to brother. Or I know I should go talk to sister, but I'm not. Because what? I'm in my feelings. Because what? I'm emotional. You willfully sinning. Because you know you need to go and hit that hammer on the nail, but instead of you doing that, you put the hammer down. Nail still ain't put up. That's willful sinning. When you know what you ought to do, but you just ain't gonna do it because you feel it some type of way. Or you emotional in some type of way. Go to Hebrews 13 and 8. Sorry, but let's go to Titus 2 and 7 first. We'll go to Hebrews 13 and 8 next. So we can't, man. We got to do away with these feelings and emotions, man. Because they build up and they trickle down and make people just the old aura of the thing, man. It just ain't good for us, man. We don't need that.
What's that Titus?
Titus 2 and 7.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, and verse 7.
Read it out.
In all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works.
This is what we all supposed to do. We should show a pattern of good works, man. It shouldn't be that one day you feeling good and you keeping laws, the next day you got a whole attitude on you. Somebody just don't know who did what to you. Did somebody kill your dog? Did the dog poop in your car? Did you step in it? What happened? You gotta have a pattern of good works for people to even want to be around you though too. See, everybody gotta look at that person in the mirror, man. It's be like, well, somebody in their feelings are emotional. Why? Because Negro, you up and down. That's emotional. Last week you was the sweetest person to be around. This week though, nobody want to go around here if you cook 2 fish sandwich. Tell them take the damn bread things out by yourself. You on that trip. You know, a lot of people don't like the ends on the bread. You take them ends out the bread yourself, because I ain't helping you today.
Matter of fact, here's a knife.
For real, man. We gotta have a pattern of good works, man. And that go for everybody, man. That keep everybody cordial. Be the same as you was yesterday, man. Keep the laws, man. Be the same person, man. Be that same nice person that you was, man. Don't nobody want to come here and have to deal with 3 people, man, in one. Oh, she brought Susie today. Oh, she brought Kim today. Oh, she Sister Betty today. Can't deal with that. Read on out.
In doctrine.
In what?
In doctrine.
In doctrine, too. This is crucial. Come on, we can't be looking at all these other things, because that's another. I'm telling you, different doctrines of how you going in different directions.
Right.
How you acting different. How you emotional, too. Read on.
Showing uncorruptness.
Showing what?
Showing uncorruptness.
And you don't want to be corruptible in this night. You want to have a pattern of good works showing uncorruption, man. Like we say, sometimes people, you can't even touch them. You don't even want to go up to them because their countenance is so strong. A merry heart, man, keeps away all that strife, man. You want to have a pattern of uncorruptness, man, so that people won't even try to attack you with that bull mess. Stiff on them. Like it. Stiff on them. Can't touch me. Can't touch this. No. Now let's go to Hebrews 13 tonight.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 8.
Read out.
Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, and today, and forever.
Nah.
And forever.
Christ left us a pattern that we should be like Christ. If you should have a pattern of good works, if Christ if he was the same every day, why the hell you think you can't be the same every day? This is our example right here. This is we should be role modeling ourselves after. And this ain't Christ the same yesterday, the same today, and forever. Be that same person, man. Be that person, man, that everybody loved to kick it with, that everybody fell in love with and was grateful to be around and didn't mind helping or doing anything for you. You got to be that same person, man. Because when you change, it changed the aspect of a lot of things. Right? When you change, the game changes. Because now people want to deal with you according to how you deal with them. And that's true. Sis don't never say nothing. Don't never holler at nobody. Come in here, quiet, and then leave. But then get mad. Oh, everybody got gifts except me. So to make yourself available.
Right.
Who gonna want to give you a gift? You don't talk to nobody. You don't do nothing. Just bringing up hypothetically. You know what I'm just saying? But Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. We have to be Christ-like, man, in this thing, man. Or it's not gonna work. Go back to Colossians chapter 3. Colossians 3 and 1. We're going to read down a little bit, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ. Seek those things which are above.
So if you got that Christ-like mind, seek the things that are above. Why would you let somebody get you in your feelings and emotions over a look or over not being able to do this or that? It says seek the things above. Seek what we trying to get to the kingdom, man. All this small stuff that we get into it and arguing and bitter and envying and having emotions and stuff about, man, let that go, man. Squash that. Read on.
Where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God.
I'll praise you. You already know that. That's a shot. Bye-bye. Read on.
Set your affection on things above.
Read that again.
Set your affection on things above.
I'm mad at sister. I'm in my feelings.
Set your affection on things above.
Man, bro, tripping, man. I'm upset with bro.
Set your affection on things above.
This is all minor, man. This is minor. Set your affection on things above, man. The kingdom of God should be on your mind every day. That should be your goal every day. And I'm talking to myself. The kingdom of God should be your goal every day. When you wake up in the morning, your mind should have kingdom of God. The gates, man, to the city, man. That key, that penny. Read on.
Not on things on the earth.
Read that again.
Not on things on the earth.
Like we said, man, let that mind and stuff go. That shouldn't even be your thought process right now. Your thought process, let somebody know that guess what? You can't even touch me. I'm so above you right now. I'm so in the clouds.
Right.
You on the earth. I'm up here in the firmament. I'm trying to get to the kingdom. Read on.
Verse 3. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God.
See, that old man and that old woman supposed to be dead anyway. You are dead. That's that old man and that old woman. And your life is hid with Christ and God. So those that are doing right, like we say for that sister that try to do right every day, can't nobody attack sister because she with God right now. Christ got her. Christ got them angels with her. That brother that's doing right, Christ with them, man. Read on.
Verse 4. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
And like we say, that's what your affection should be set on. Man, I'm trying to come back when my Lord and Son and Savior come back, man. I'm trying to be here when Christ come back and rule this thing, man. That's what your affection should be on. Read on.
Verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
Mortify. Cut off these images and these bad thoughts and that old man and old woman. This is going to show you what it is. Read on.
Fornication.
What?
Fornication.
You got to cut it off. Read on.
Uncleanness.
That's a
inordinate.
Inordinate.
Inordinate affection. Evil.
Concupid. Hey,
What were you?
Evil concupiscence.
Concupiscence.
Yeah, concupiscence. You brother, you should know where we at, brother. Colossians 3 and 5. Evil concupiscence.
Concupiscence. And covetousness. Which is idolatry.
So we should mortify and knock out all these things anyway. That'll help you on your walk. That'll take away that envy, that emotion and feeling anyway. If you take that out, because that's that old man. Colossians. Read on.
Verse 6. For which things sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience.
And if you don't want to let these things go, then you are the children of disobedience. Don't be hard-headed to the Most High God. You got to let this thing go, man. Read on.
Verse 7. In the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them.
Because we walked in that thing sometime. Everything that they just talked about, we was in there at one point in time in our life. Whether it was idolatry, inordinate affection, uncleanness, fornication, we walked in that thing. But it say walked in time when you lived in them. When you live past tense, when you live in them, when you're supposed to be, now that you're not supposed to be living in that. See, that old man, old woman supposed to be out now. Read 8.
Verse 8. But now ye also put off all these.
Now you got to put off all these too. Let's see. This go help you with your conduct, with your mouthpiece, your emotions, and your feelings. Read.
Anger.
Anger. You can't be angry. Ain't let nobody get your anger that quick, man. Read on.
Wrath.
Wrath, man. You want to do something to somebody? You that bad? That's what anger go to. Hey, you like brother, you that mad? What's the next step, brother? Because you like you upset. Read on.
Malice.
Malice, envy, man. Read on.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. You got to put off all these. Read on.
Filthy communication out of your mouth.
Filthy communications out of your mouth. Shouldn't even be able to go there with sister and brother. Y'all shouldn't be able to argue like that enough because your word should be seasoned with salt with the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Shouldn't be no filthy communication coming out your mouth anyway, man. Read on.
Verse 9. Lie not one to another, saying that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
I say, lie not one to another, saying that you should have been to put off that old man. Anyway, that old man was a liar. That old woman was a liar. But you supposed to have that old man and woman gone. And I'm going to tell you, they say, well, I told my wife this a long time ago. I said, if I don't tell you the whole truth, it's a lie.
That's right.
I tell you what I want to tell you, a half of the truth, that's a lie. I didn't give you the fullness of the truth. When we find the truth in the Bible, John 8:32 says you shall know the truth and the truth will make you free. Will half truth make you free?
No.
Will some of the truth make you free? No, I want all of it. I want the Apocrypha. I want the when I was a slave. I want the 1611. I want the I want the Willie Lynch. I want all of it. Therefore, if you don't tell a brother or sister what's going on, then that's a lie because guess what? You going around the bush. If you don't even say nothing, that's a lie. Go get it off your chest so the thing will work better, man. So we can gain a brother or sister. Read on now. Team.
Verse 10. And thee be Salaki. That's verse 2 and 10.
Yeah, about 3 and 10.
3 and 10. Salaki. Verse 10. And have put on the new man.
That new man that we supposed to do, that Galatians 5:22, that them new spirit, them spirits, fruits of the spirit, man, read on.
Which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
And that's what we should be. We supposed to be like Christ, man. The image of him that created us, man. Drop down to 12. Verse
12. Put on therefore as the elect of God.
As the elect of God. Y'all know that precept?
Isaiah
45.
45.
Isaiah 45 and 4. 45. The elect. Put on that. Therefore, as the elect of God, read on.
Holy and beloved.
Holy and beloved. Separated, read on.
Bowels of mercy.
Of mercies. Go ahead.
Kindness.
Gotta be kind one to another. Read on.
Humbleness of mind.
Humble, man. Be able to humble yourself sometime and say, I'm not going to even get into it with this brother or this sister. You got it. You won. You can fix the sandwiches today. Okay. Right on. You got it. I'll fix sandwiches tomorrow. Or whatever I'm going to do. Just like I said, I'm just hypothetical. But we got to be able to be humble, man. Read on.
Meekness. Long suffering.
Again, long suffering. This truth is going to be long suffering. So in the meantime, you got to get out your feelings and emotions. Read on.
Verse 13. Forbearing one another.
Doing what?
Forbearing one another.
Caring about each other, man. Knowing that guess what? Sister might just be going through something. I need to really talk to her and see what's going on. Sister acting like this, counting it down. I need to holler at sis. See what's going on. Because that ain't like her. I need to holler at bro. I need to forbear my brother, man. I want to see everybody win. That's how we should. You should want everybody to make it to the kingdom, man. Everybody to win. Read on.
And forgiving one another.
Read that again.
And forgiving one another.
I almost let you go by without saying that. Doing what?
And forgiving one another.
Lord have mercy. Forgive that sister, man. Forgive that brother. Dang. It wasn't nothing but $25. So like that.
Right.
It wasn't nothing but a dress. It wasn't nothing but a disagreement. That's it. Forgive that brother. Forgive that sister. Read on. Christ forgave us. That's right. You always got to put that in your mind, man. Didn't Christ forgive us? The Most High God forgive us? We should be able to forgive our brothers and sisters, man. Right. Read on.
If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye.
Man, say, man, the scriptures say what they say. So also do ye. Read on.
Verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity.
Do what?
Put on charity.
Put on what?
Put on charity.
Above all things, put on charity. Read on.
Which is the bond of perfectness.
Charity is the bond of perfectness. Charity is going the extra mile for your brothers and sisters, man. Even though they might even ask you, you just did it because. That's love. Charity is love. That's that charity that you got to have for your people. I'm going to help you anyway. You got attitude in the kitchen, I'm going to help you anyway. Whether you mad at me because of disagreement, whether we going to talk anyway. That's charity. That's love. Jump over to verse 23.
Verse 23. And whatsoever ye do it heartily.
Heartily. Read on.
As the Lord.
As to who?
As to the Lord.
As to who?
As to the Lord.
Read on.
And not unto men.
Remember what we doing this for. I said that over and over today. Remember, if you is in that breaking out breadcrumbs on the outside of the bread, that you're doing it for the Lord. Remember, if you did cook turkey, chicken, whatever the case may be, and somebody that eat it, that's okay. Do it hardly and remember who you eat it for the Lord. Yeah, turkey chicken.
Turkey chicken.
Yeah. Got a new thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't seen that before. Turkey chicken. Heartily to the Lord and not unto men. You're not doing this for the men. You're doing this for the Lord, man. Read on.
Verse 24. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance.
Knowing that you shall receive the inheritance, man, the reward of everlasting life. Get out your feelings and emotions. You ain't making it to the kingdom in your feelings and emotions. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody up there with Christ and Christ talking about go do this. You, man, I really don't want to help sister. Me and her ain't be beefing.
Right.
Out of here.
Right.
Get out of here. You ain't making it to the kingdom in your feelings and emotions. So you better rehearse a righteous act, Judges 5 and 11, and get off of them right now. That's what we're doing. We're rehearsing a righteous act. You better go on and rehearse and try to get them feelings off you, man. Emotions off you, man. We know.
For yea, serve the Lord Christ.
When you serve the Lord, man. When you serve the Lord. Let's go to Daniel 6, man. I was reading this. I said, man, I got to bring this out a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Got to bring this out a little bit. Daniel chapter 6, man. Start at verse 1.
This is the book of Daniel chapter 6, verse 1. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom.
So this is Darius. King Darius at this time. And we're going to get into Daniel. Read on.
And over these three presidents, of whom Daniel was first.
Over these three presidents, but Daniel was the first one, right? He was looked upon as the first one. Read on.
That the princes might give accounts unto them. And the king should have no damage.
Read verse 3.
Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes.
But Daniel was preferred over all the people, over everybody. He was preferred to the king over everybody. Why?
Because an excellent spirit was in him.
Because of what?
Because an excellent spirit was in him.
Read on.
And the king thought to set him over the whole realm.
So the king was going to put Daniel over everything, the princes, everything. Wow. Because he had a great spirit on him, man. Read on, though.
Verse 4. The presidents and the princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom.
These Negroes are in their feelings, man. Because Daniel had a great countenance, because he had a great spirit on him, and Darius go put him over the princes and the presidents. They tried to find something that they can find Daniel up on, man. In their feelings and their emotions. Read on out.
But they could find none occasion nor fault.
But guess what? When you keep them laws on you, when you keep your word seasoned with salt, they can't find nothing on you. Read on.
For as much as he was faithful.
For he was very faithful. Read on.
Neither was there any error or fault found in him.
And there wasn't no error or fault found in him. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. Then said these men, we should not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God.
And there we go again. If you do try to find a fault in a brother or sister, it got to be regarding the law, man. They realize that we can't find no occasion against Daniel, because Daniel, he loved his God. The only way we're going to find fault in Daniel is if we find something he's doing against his God. That's it. That's it. That's all. See, we're going to get it all. Let's go to jump down to 15.
Verse 15. Then
go to 16.
16, verse 16. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions.
So they finally tried to find some more Daniel. Daniel went into his place of rest, and Daniel prayed. So they said, you can't talk to no other deities. You can't talk to God or nothing for 30 days. I think it was 30 days, I think they said. And they saw Daniel praying to his God. So they said, boom, we got him. We just made up 21 it was. I read out my bad. It's like, so they said, okay, good. We found some on Daniel. So now they went back to the king Darius. They're like, well, look, we found that he was in his place praying to his God. And we said that you can't do that for the amount of days. So now they finna cast Daniel to the lion den. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, thy God, who thy servants continually, he will deliver thee. So the king was like, well, shoot, you want to keep praying to this God? Well, then I hope this God gonna deliver you. Because we finna throw your butt in this den with these lions, man. So jump down to 19. Verse 19. So they did that. Read on. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste unto the den of lions. So the king was like, man, I gotta go see. I'm gonna go see how these lions are tore up Daniel, man. See these lions are here licking their chops, man. If they got blood all over them, read on. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? So he said, man, you must serve a real God. You been there all this time? Them lions ain't touched you? Did your God do this? Read on. Then said Daniel to the king, O king, live forever. Said, boy, you show you something, boy. Read on. My God has sent his angel and has shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. So he said, man, my God ain't finna destroy me. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong to nobody. I serve my God. And this is going into, like we said, these brothers and sisters in their feelings because they chose Daniel, man. Emotional and in their feelings. And they thought that they can get Daniel to get killed so they can get it. But guess what? He believed in God and followed God so much that God said, no, y'all can't get him. Not my servant, not Daniel. That's right. That's how we got to be. You can't let nobody break your countenance, man. You can't let nobody try to, like we said, steal your joy with what you got. Law, statutes, and commandments own you so much that they can't even break you. That's right. People go try you though. Oh yeah, they besties, huh? We gonna see it. I'm gonna say something about that. It don't matter. You can't touch this. This is another example of people being in their feelings and emotions. Tried to get Daniel knocked off, ate up by the lions, but they couldn't. Going to this last time. They go to Exodus 32. You ought to want a brother. Daniel, they said Daniel had a great spirit on him. He was he was the best one out of all of them. You ought to want for somebody good like that to be over you, man. Well, people be in their feelings and emotions so much. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I me. Let somebody else get some shine, man. Daniel was the right person. Oh, y'all just couldn't accept that. You gotta be able to accept that. Exodus chapter 32. And we're going to end on this one. We're gonna start from the top.
Yeah, 32:1.
Time. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32.
We're going to Moses a little bit, man. Aaron, read on.
And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mountain.
So this when Moses go up to visit Christ and get the laws, get everything. And guess what? The people say, damn, Moses still up there? He ain't came down yet? Dang, what's going on? Moses still up there? He delayed to come down. He ain't came down yet. Read on.
The people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us.
So the same thing we just got in trouble for, the Lord got us out of, we go right back into doing it again. Because they felt like Moses was taking too long. Read on. So they went to Aaron.
For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we want not what is become of him.
They're like, man, we waiting on this dude. This dude ain't even trying to come back and get us, man. This dude gone. He done got us. They just said they got us out of Egypt. But nah, this ain't the dude we waiting on. We can do our own thing. Read on.
And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons,
right,
and of your daughters, and bring them unto me.
Read on.
And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in the ears, and brought them unto Aaron.
So this Aaron. So this is another thing going to. Because see, Aaron, you don't see it, but Aaron really wanted to be in charge too now. You know, the Lord did him with Moses. Aaron wanted to be in charge too. He like, okay, we out. Moses ain't here. I got us. We're going to do this. They brought all the earrings and stuff to Aaron. Aaron like, yeah, let's get it going. We're going to get these calves. We're going to bring all your earrings, all you go. That's another shot, your earrings. That's a shot. I don't know if brothers will catch that, but that's a shot. Oh, you can't wear earrings. What did they do? They brought Aaron. They brought him the earrings. Read on.
And he received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool.
Read on.
After he had made it a molten calf.
After he did what?
After he made it a molten calf.
So they made an idol, man. No, we ain't supposed to do these things. But they waiting on Moses. They say Moses taking too long. So this is what they doing. Come on, read on.
And they said, These be thy gods.
What did they say?
These be thy gods.
So Aaron got these people just going straight out, man. So the people could have came to Aaron, and Aaron could have said, hell no. Aaron could have said, no, we waiting on Moses, man. The same dude that brought us out of Egypt, we waiting on him. But what did Aaron do? Aaron said, well, let's go. Want to be in that position. Hey, in they feelings. Mad because they ain't chosen. Mad because he ain't Moses. You go your man Aaron. You ain't Moses. Read on.
O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made a proclamation and said, Tomorrow is a feast of the Lord.
This Negro started making feasts and everything. Just anything. And he said, you know what? Tomorrow we done made this calf today. Moses gone. Tomorrow we having a feast. With the golden calf, we have a feast tomorrow. Read on.
And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play. So
Aaron just really got these people going straight, man. And like we said, Aaron, they looked up to you to be next. Guess what? You should have said, no, we're not doing this. We're waiting on Moses. But Aaron he wanted to be that dude, though. Wanted to be that next guy. Wanted to be that guy. And his feelings, yeah, read on.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Go get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves.
So Moses up here at Mount Sinai, trying to get the law. Christ, Moses, most high to tell Moses, man, get that. Go down there, man. Go get them wicked ass Negroes down there. They out there having a feast. They done made a baby calf out of all they gold. They out there tripping. He's like, go get them, Moses. Go get them, man. Read on.
And they turned aside quickly out the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed thereunto and said, These be thy gods.
These be our God. Read on.
O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Read on.
And the Lord said unto Moses, have I seen this people?
I have.
Salaki. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people,
And what?
and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Israel, we always been stiff-necked and hard. That's why we know. We already know we go out there on the street corners, y'all gonna be hard, y'all want to go against, y'all want to go against everything. We say we know, but we've been stiff-necked and hard-headed. We see this, we know it. Read on.
Now therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation.
And I will make of thee a great nation. Let's see what Moses had to do for us, though. Read on.
And Moses brought the Lord his God. I'm sorry, Salaki. Verse 11. And Moses besought the Lord his God and said, Lord, why does thy wrath wax hot against thy people,
Right.
which thou hast brought from out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand?
Drop down to 13. So Moses say, man, Lord, you mad at these people, man? You just brought them out of Egypt. You talking like you want to kill them or something, man. Hold on, big guy. Big fella, calm down. You just brought these people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, man.
Right.
All these miracles you just performed now, you want to get rid of them, read on. Moses had to go and be a mediator for it.
Right.
Aaron, you could have been in that seat telling people now, but y'all hating on him, really. But y'all don't want to do what's right. See, we needed Moses, man. Read on.
Right.
Read 13.
Verse 13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servant?
Moses had to tell, hold on, big guy. Remember Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. What that boy saying that move? Man, what our mamas do if they seen us beefing like this?
Right.
We've been playing together since way high. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. He was like, yeah, you're right. We had to get them into remembrance. So we used to play red light, green light together. Red light, green light. Moses said, remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Lord, those who you chose. Remember. Read on.
To whom thou swearest by thine own self.
So you swore by these people that you was going to have them make them a great nation. Read on.
And said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. And all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
Jump to 19.
Verse 19. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf.
So Moses saw the calf.
And the dancing.
And they out there kicking, they big party.
And Moses' anger waxed hot.
He was mad, man.
And he cast the tables out of his hand and break them beneath the mountain.
That's how mad Moses was, man. He broke the table. Read on, man.
And he took the calf which they had made and burned it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink of it.
So he said, man, he put that damn calf in the foot, man. I'm tore it down. I'm going to punish the Lord. I don't, man.
Stomp that thing.
Stomp it out. Like, actually, stomp it and shake it. For real.
All praises.
So jump down to 25.
Verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked,
he said the people were in sin.
Read
on.
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame.
For who?
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame.
See, Aaron could have been that. Hey, chill out. We go wait on Moses. But what did Aaron do? Oh, we having a feast. Big cows, golden cows, big idols. Yeah, this is us. Feast days, big. We doing it big, man. Read up.
For Aaron had made them naked unto the shame among their enemies.
He said Aaron made them naked, man. This is Aaron doing why Aaron is feelings and emotions. Aaron thought he should have been that guy. Read up.
Verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side?
Moses said, all right, we're going to see right now. Y'all want to follow Aaron or y'all want to follow the Lord? He said, who on the Lord's side? Read on.
Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
Let's see what happened now. Let's see what happened for the judgment of Aaron being wicked.
And he said unto them, thus says the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from the gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
So because of read 28.
And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses.
Mm-hmm.
And there fell out of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses had said,
That's it. That's it. And that day, 3,000 men, man, about 3,000 men got wiped out because of Aaron's doing, man. Because Aaron and his feelings, he emotional, he want to be the next guy up. He thought he should have been that guy. Got like 3,000 men off. Going wrong. Man. These are feelings and emotions that we can't have in this truth. This is what we can't have, man, because when you're going off feelings and emotions, you're not going off what God wants, what God asked for. Your feelings are your feelings. Your emotions are your emotions. Are they of God? Like I say, you mad at a sister for breaking the law? Or you mad at a sister for looking at you wrong? You mad at a brother for breaking the law, or you mad at a brother for disagreeing with what you said? That's not going to work. Do away with emotions and feelings, man. The Lord, you say Christ was the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Show a pattern of good works. Be the same person, man. Be that person that everybody wants to be around, man. And don't change it up. Don't switch it up. Keep that same energy, man, like we always say. Keep that same level, man. Fruits of the Spirit, that'll help you in this walk. That'll get that emotion off you, man. If you just follow the fruits of the Spirit. Go to Exodus, man. Get this locked.
Already in
This
Exodus 20:2.
is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
No, do 3 and 4.
3 and 4?
Yeah.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
But Aaron made these old calves and these things. Messed up. Strike one. Have no other gods before me. But what did they say? These be our gods. They said that 4 times. These be our gods. Read on.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
But they made the calf. Baby calf. Golden calf. Read on.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Well, we always tell people that cross, man, that's idolatry, man. That is a graven image. Everybody got these crosses, whether it's on their body or on their necklace, man. And we can't have that, man. Read on.
Or that is in the earth beneath. Or that is in the water under the earth.
So no other gods, no graven images. That's what we got to do, brothers and sisters. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh shall bless. Thank you for letting us bring out this word tonight. Thank y'all for subscribing. Like I said, on Facebook, go on and hit that Facebook. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us. Like we say, for those that gave to the GoFundMe, we greatly appreciate it. I think we're going to Arkansas next week. I think it's official that we're actually going to Arkansas next week. So we gladly appreciate y'all and thank you and let y'all know that it's going great for the GoFundMe and the Cash App. We thank y'all and we're going to try to get to a city near y'all. Like we say, keep that spirit going, man. Doing away with emotions and feelings in this truth. You got anything out?
I got that.
With that, say shalom.
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 That was, as always.
Man, that was a good class.
Appreciate it.